Are they not out in the forefront?
I mean, you put them out there in the forefront.
No, who puts them out there in the forefront? The mainstream media. That's how I know about them.
I mean, the way you talk about them. To your audience, though, I mean, you put them in like in an evil category.
They are evil. Are they not evil?
And then you actually
Maxine Waters. You're familiar with Maxine Waters. Is she not evil?
Well, man, you know, from what I know about Maxine Waters, she came up during all that civil rights and stuff like that. So she's been around for a while.
And is she evil?
I wouldn't call her evil.
Wow.
I call people like Trump evil.
Pathetic,
and
man.
You
that is
are
pathetic.
Evil.
Trump's a decent man. Halfway decent, at least.
Trump doesn't care about anybody but Trump, though.
Oh, no. Trump loves everybody. He cares about America. That's why he gave up so much to run for president and faced
what did he give up?
The hatred.
What did he give up?
All kinds of stuff.
Like what?
He gave up a comfortable life, generally well liked by everyone, to become hated by everyone.
He made while being president?
To be hated by everyone and face liars.
While being president?
I don't know. I don't think he made much. He gave up
1.5 billion with a B. That's
so
what Trump made.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You're just making up stuff.
That's why people always
cite
say,
your sources.
He gave up his,
I'm going to be a Reddit bro. Cite your sources, John, or you're lying.
I'll cite
Where'd you get it?
Give it to you tomorrow.
Where'd you get it?
I'll cite it and give it to you tomorrow.
And why shouldn't he make money while being president?
But listen, this is the thing.
To him who has, it's in the Bible, John. It's in the Bible. To him who has, more will be given.
Listen.
Making money is not evil. Making money is not evil.
Loving money is evil.
And that's what you do.
No.
Yes.
I do what I gotta do for my family.
See? You love money. You don't know Trump. You don't know Trump doesn't love money.
People are.
No.
Trump is synonymous with money. He is synonymous with money.
Only in the black community. That's why the black community fake loves Trump.
He blinks dollar sign.
That's what the black community loved him for, because they have false love.
You're throwing me off my point.
Because you called Trump evil and you called Maxine Waters not evil.
I'm telling you,
you are evil.
Can I have my opinion? I mean,
it's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of truth or lie. And you're lying.
No.
You're lying on a decent man.
And
you're lying. You're lying about a black woman who's evil.
Hey, you lie about everything.
Is that your excuse for lying on Trump and lying against Maxine Waters?
It's not a lie. I'm about to tell you.
It is an absolute lie. Trump donated his presidential salary, by the way.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
No, but you're not even. But you have no point. You can't name why Trump is evil, and you can't name why Maxine Waters is not evil. You're a phony. Maxine Waters defended rioters, and she attacked Trump who's a decent man, standing for what's right, calling for unity. She called for division and hatred. And you're sitting there claiming she's not evil. And she's a Democrat who supports abortion. She supports the same-sex marriage stuff. Everything that you pretend that you're not for. And you say she's not evil. You are evil.
Trump supported same-sex marriage.
And
Trump supported abortion.
And
abortion.
That's back in the day. He doesn't support it anymore afterwards. He stopped supporting abortion.
So he repented, right?
Yeah. Maxine Waters never did. Is that why you were calling Trump evil? Because of abortion and same-sex marriage? Is that why you think Trump was evil?
Calling Trump evil for his actions.
So no. So you don't care about abortion and same-sex marriage. You're a fake.
He wanted to kill 5 young boys in New York for killing somebody or raping somebody, and they didn't even do it.
You don't know that.
And then
they admitted to it, and they were convicted.
Then he was too prideful to apologize. Maybe he's not a man. He can't.
They had been proven guilty. They had been convicted. They were convicted, dude. They admitted to it. They admitted to the beating. One guy said it was my first rape. This guy's lying about Central Park. You are evil, John. Just admit that you're evil. You side with the blacks every time.
See, look.
You side with the degenerate blacks every time. And you're accusing me of siding with the whites. It's you. That's you. I don't side with the whites. You side with the blacks. You're projecting because you're so full of hatred.
What about the 10-year-old boy?
What about? It never ends with you people.
What about that?
You have an excuse for everything.
Because I give you a scenario.
No, you don't give me any scenarios. You never give me the
truth.
truth.
Because it matches up with a white scenario, and it just shows your bias because you can't be honest on
Show me one bias. Show me one bias.
Okay, I'm telling you. The kid that got shot in Ohio that was 10 years old, police pulls up 2 seconds, guns him down.
12-year-old. Tamir Rice.
11-year-old.
12.
Yeah,
he was 12.
Right.
He looked like he was 21. He was pointing a gun that looked realistic.
He was shorter than 5 feet, Hake. He was a kid.
Tamir Rice was maybe even taller than 6 feet. He was close to 200 pounds, dude.
Okay, so
now you're lying. More lies.
White kids down.
If he was pointing a gun in a dangerous town like Cincinnati.
Nobody else was around, Hake.
Yes, why did he get the cops called on him?
Because white people love calling the police on
You don't even know if it was a white guy who called the police. Now you're just making up stuff.
I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure because you hate white people. You just make up stuff.
Would you like to bet money?
Tamir Rice was 195 pounds, 5'7", according to Nick.
Man, I saw the
195 pounds, dude. They thought he was 21. And he was pointing at a realistic-looking gun.
What?
It was a rookie cop.
Okay.
It was a rookie mistake.
No.
Yes. It's a fact.
A rookie mistake.
I gotta know.
You see how you twist stuff up?
It's the truth. I'm telling the whole truth. I'm giving context.
If it was a white kid, Hake, you'd have a different heart.
You have no idea what you're talking about. It's only you have the evil heart because it's a black kid. You identify with blackness. You're the one you call in every day saying, I'm an Israelite because I'm black.
That's the truth, though. You just don't want to accept it. But you won't be satisfied.
Trump lost money when being president, by the way.
Trump lost being the president.
He lost money while being a president. He gave up a lot.
No.
Anyway.
Is that what Nick just looked up?
That was a Bible Go-To guy giving it through in a super chat.
Yeah, that's a good source. Better
than you. More honest than you, for sure.
Tell him to name a white person.
More honest than you, for sure.
Tell him to name one white person in the Bible.
I'm not going to tell him anything.
You can't do it. You
can't name a black person in the Bible except for Moses' wife. Moses married an Ethiopian. And that guy, Simon, I think he carried Jesus' cross. He was an Ethiopian guy. But other than that, you can't name any blacks. And you think Jesus is black. You're shallow, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you're a father. This is a married father.
The Bible explains
how's this clown going to lead his family?
You're a clown. Look at your
Pathetic.
face. You don't even have hair on your face. You look like a pedophile.
All right. What a psycho. Trump lost billions of dollars, says Steph K. Get off the phone, please, says William. I know. Yeah. What an evil person. What an anti-man person, too. They go around accusing men of being pedophiles. And he said, you look like a pedophile. Lord Graham, okay, hey, time to hang up. Yeah, that was almost 20 minutes, man. Apologies, guys. Lines are full. Let me keep this moving, actually. Let me get to Justin, a first-time caller in Fullerton, California. What's up, Justin? How are you? Justin, your phone is kind of messed up. Let's check on Justin. Let me get to Art in Ohio. Art, how are you doing?
What's up? I'm alright. How you doing, hey, man?
Doing well, man.
You might hear my car when I sound like an army tank. It's a little loud, but I'm about to pull up, so I may stop yet. So I'm talking to you with me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was a good one, man. I gotta give him a good. That last caller, man, that was a good joke. He did. Hey, you ain't even got no hair on your face. You look like a pedophile. He had me laughing with that. That was good. But he just reminded.
Why is that good?
Oh man, it was a good joke, man. It was a good ha moment.
All right, whatever.
He got me. Yeah, but I'm laughing at him, not with him. So
all right.
Because I'm 35 and I got them good genes with. I thank Father God, the creator of heaven and earth and everything around me, blessed me with these good genes and whatnot. And
you have a long beard?
Oh no! My face is pretty caramel sunshine skin, don't got too much hair on it or whatnot, but I sure do got this American fro, and I love it. I think I came out my mama's womb with an afro, a good old American fro. But yeah, I wanted to tell you, sorry about with your grandmother and whatnot. I'm going through something with my grandmother and whatnot too, and yeah, I find it also kind of funny that she took that little shot or whatnot, that little vaccine that they were promoting.
Oh, your grandmother did?
Yeah, then all of a sudden she's starting to have some little health problems that came coming back up, which I already knew it was going to happen when I found out she took the little vaccine shot anyway.
Wow.
Or whatnot. So, yeah, then back on to that last caller, and he's supposed to be a so-called Israelite, and he's supporting people that support abortion and gay nonsense.
Yeah. He's saying Maxine Waters is not evil. He doesn't know much about her. He's just making assumptions just because she's black, apparently.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And,
how come all the Israelites, except for you, the black Hebrew Israelites, are into the blackness and hate America?
Because a lot of them is phony, just like a lot of these phony preachers and stuff in a lot of these churches or whatnot. That's exactly what it is.
Do you meet with black Hebrew Israelites together, or what? Do you go to a church? What do you do?
Heck, no, I don't meet with them, because I used to listen to them or whatnot on the internet and stuff, but I had to stop listening to them or whatnot, because a lot of stuff that they would say, stuff that they were saying be true or whatnot, but when they were saying that only the Negroes and certain people was going to only be making it to heaven, I disagree with that, because I know that ain't what's going to end. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, they think they're going to be enslaving the whites. Any whites who get into heaven are going to be slaves of them.
yeah, and that nonsense too or whatnot. I don't believe that or whatnot neither. That the whites and the other Gentiles, unless the Gentiles are going to be enslaved or whatnot, and we're going to be having babies with their daughters. All this, I don't really believe in all
that. Huh?
Yeah, whatever they were talking about, I don't really go into it, because just like I said a while ago on your show, that it was some whites that helped Negroes free themselves out of slavery, and there's gonna be and they were killed for helping Negroes try to get to the Underground Railroad and get out of slavery, and it's gonna be a lot of whites and a lot of other nationalities making it to heaven because they follow the commandments and they know who Father God is, and and even if we don't know His name, we know whoever it was who created heaven and earth and everything around. He know who we talking to. And when we talk to our Father, because He got our number, He got our address. He know when we wake up. He know everything about us. And you can't pimp Father God. You can't trick Him. You can trick the flesh. You can trick a judge, or you can try to trick Hake or Art from Ohio, but you can't trick Father God. And yeah, man, I just want to tell you, man, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Keep your head on strong or whatnot.
No problem, man. Honestly, it's not. I don't really feel the loss much. She was just about 98 years old, if not 98 already. She was 97, going on 98. The only reason I know that is because I'd posted on IG, Instagram, a few years ago when she was 95, and it was in like November. Mid-November, and we're in November now, so at some point, I guess in November, she would have turned 98, and that's plenty old.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
I feel about my grandmother or whatnot. I pray that everything turns out right with her, but that's my baby or whatnot, and I don't feel like it's her time to go or whatnot, but whatever God has in store for her, then I don't have too much say. I can't do nothing but roll with what He say. I never question Father God, you know.
Nice.
Even with me, if anything ever happened to me, can't nobody question it, you know. Everything happens on His time, not on my time or your time.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't like how they be trying to they kill me with that trying to down Trump, man. And everybody always trying to tell you about, oh, he's evil or but they don't never have any facts. They don't never have no reason why he's a hypocrite, why he's a liar.
Right.
But I want to tell you something that I heard in my job. We had a meeting at my job or whatnot earlier, and the dude, you could tell he was a Democrat. You know what I mean? How he was talking. He was like, I had a friend, and he was healthy, and he got the COVID-19, and he died. And I'm like, why all y'all always say that same line? Oh, and they was healthy. Y'all never say nothing about the fat people that's dying over. Y'all always want to tell people about the healthy people that didn't smoke cigarettes and they didn't drink, and all of a sudden we got COVID-19 and died, but they don't never say, oh, look at that fat wench over there. She eats McDonald's and Big Macs every day, and she's 300 pounds overweight, and she caught COVID. Y'all don't never use that example. Y'all always want to use the example of a healthy person. Don't never smoke or do nothing like that. Man, I can tell and see you Democrats from a mile away. I don't like when I hear you talk about that COVID-19 stuff, man. I just know you're full of SHIT. But Father God bless you. We love Trump. Yeah, we love Trump and we love America, and ain't nothing gonna change. And
don't spell out such easy to make out cuss words, man.
I had to tell that to the dummies. You know, I gotta tell it to the dummies, man. And tell them Democrats, Democrats.
Don't spell out cuss words because the children know how to spell. We have smart children listening to the show.
As long as they ain't go to none of these public schools around here, but as long as they ain't go to none of these CRT public schools or whatnot.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do me a favor and tell them Democrats, man, get off that square stuff, man. Get off that square stuff, hey, man.
Square?
Yeah, that square stuff, man.
What square stuff, man? What square stuff?
They need to drop that COVID-19 nonsense, man, and tell them take them Pampers off their face and tell them to don't believe in Father God. And I heard Joe Biden with his little dirty self poop his pants in front of the Prince of England.
I don't know, man.
What a dirty little weasel. I expect something out of a little weasel like that.
I have a question that just came in from Hydro. It's a super chat. He says, ask Art, why do blacks have such an obsession with their mothers and grandmothers? Moms and grandmas, he says.
Well, again, that's what I figured out, too. That's how the Democrats, they set it up.
Yeah.
That's how they were doing it back in slavery. They run the men off. And a lot of these females are so jealous of the men, they know that the kids naturally are more, they favor the father. And the females know that, meaning like, they tend to love the fathers more than they love the moms. So a lot of the moms be jealous because the kids get them more, the dad more attention. Plus, a lot of females are jealous because men are able to work longer. Everything, God left everything to men. So a lot of them jealous or whatnot about that. Plus, due to slavery, they removed the men or whatnot. So, of course, the kids, they ain't got no men around or whatnot. They don't tend to be more close to the moms and the grandmothers, especially in these Democratic-ran areas.
Yeah. So it's because they lack fathers, apparently, or whatever. What a mess.
Yep, and that's how they got it set up. That's how the courts got it set up like that. And the courts is in bed. They some of these judges or whatnot just arrested or having some of the people arrested or whatnot for these felonies and stuff like that. They have little programs that the judges are invested in, meaning like instead of the person that caught a felony going to jail, you will have an opportunity to go to like a little program to where a notch under jail, meaning it's not like jail, means it gives you more free time.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is it's a conflict of interest. How are you a judge and you own part of a jail facility or whatnot, the same facility that when you were dealing with the same inmates that you locking up? It's a conflict of interest. So a lot of this stuff, man,
yeah, that could be.
It's a money trap. Yep.
Corruption.
Yes,
the government is corrupt, that's for sure. And these judges are not Christians, by the way.
Oh, no, they not. No, they not. You know they ain't, man. You know they ain't. Hey, man, you just keep up the good work. And, I tell Jesse, too, because I be missing calls and stuff, telling him I stop smoking powder and whatnot,
okay.
And I don't drink as much, and I want to tell him, all praise to Father God, but he helped me through, Jesse helped me through that, too, or whatnot. Stop smoking, so yeah, I ain't been smoking or whatnot like that.
Right on. Good news. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, keep up the good work. You know we still rolling with Trump. I don't care who like it and who don't like it. They better hold their tongue and hold their breath.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care.
Sir. Catch you later.
Some more quick super chats, guys, and I will be getting back to the calls, but I got to read these. Lots come in. Brandon M. over there on Odyssey, ODYSE.com/@The Hake Report. And I think it's a reference to Jeff Suffering. He keeps writing songs like this to his kids. He'll be a prime candidate to get stuffed in a basement freezer when they turn 18. Wow. Terrible. Is that a reference to how kids... the smothering of the children? I don't know. Ledge Klinger gave a super chat. Thank you, man. On Odyssey. People like John from Kentucky wake up in the morning, and the first thought they have is, I'm black. Well, I'm an Israelite. John, you're the most shallow caller I've ever heard, says Ledge Klinger. Wow. And that's saying something, because I got some shallow callers. That's his opinion, John. And you can call in tomorrow if you want to defend yourself. By the way, we didn't need your slave labor. We didn't need your slave labor. It was available, and so we used it. Your color fixation will be your undoing. That's a fair warning of love to you. As we are talking about the Central Park 5 case, which there's a whole lot of fake news about it. Don't believe the Netflix documentaries, guys. When they see us, is that what a Netflix? That was by Ava DuVernay. Was that a Netflix thing? It was about Central Park 5, right? Matthias Reyes, who had been jailed for committing a slew of heinous crimes that included a murder and multiple rapes that involved Reyes gouging out the eyes of his victims, came forward with a confession because he supposedly found religion and felt the victims' pain when they met in jail. The victims being the people who were convicted of this